Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Saturday, May the 25th, 2024. So as you can see, we have Graham's Meat Cook behind us, and we're going to take part in this fantastic little event, which we've been doing this past week. Now, we do have 2 weeks. This goes right through to June 4th, I believe, and it's going to be a good time. Now, someone had mentioned in the comments a couple days ago that this is probably one of the coolest, easiest events, especially for newer folk, just to kind of see what it's all about that we have right now. And but the only thing is it does go really fast. And if you get a number of people here, it takes like 2 or 3 minutes to complete. So it's really good to log on before the hour, get your character here, because by the time you get here, depending on, what type of console you have, it could be too late. Alright, just saying. You guys have seen me complete Graham's Meat Cook several times. I have a video I made probably about 8 or 9 months ago. It's about 15 minutes long. I actually put it at the end of this video, so you can check that out if you want. It's where I do Primal cuts, and I do this Meat Cook all within 15 minutes. And it's all time stamped, and it really shows what a person has to do if you're kind of new to the game and you never completed or competed in the Graham's Meat Cook before. So there we go, we have it counting down. So let's go ahead, we're going to grab our greens here. We're going to do some cleanup. And I've tried to complete this before on my own, with not much success. But then again, I wasn't really prepared. Like I didn't have any prime meat on me from doing primal cuts or anything, so I could have been better prepared. But let me know in the comments if you have tried to do this on your own and how you made out. That'd be pretty cool. Now, if you are wondering, you do, when you complete primal cuts and you get the primal meat, okay, you have to bring it here to the barbecue, but you need to have at least 5 of them for it to count. If you have 4, you need 5, all right? So you're going to have to complete primal cuts a couple times. I believe the most I've ever got from primal cuts event is 4 of them, all right? So you might have to do primal cuts a couple times, just an FYI. Let's add some wood to the pile here. Let's take this little, extinguish these little fires that pop up. Now again, I've been, oh, complete, done, nice. Wonder why it didn't show up on the screen, like, it's kind of odd. Oh, there we go. Alright, so, yet again, I get another plan that I already own. I haven't had much luck. I've been playing as much as I can between work and this. And I already have this Brahmin grill. I've had it for quite some time. But in terms of the new plans that I've gotten, I think I've only gotten 2 brand new plans that we got this year. If we go down here, the P section here. And just so I can show you. So these are the only 2 brand new plans that I've gotten. At least I think they're brand new anyway. I don't remember seeing them before, and they're obviously plans that I don't know yet. So, but I guess there is a camp resource that you can get rewarded, and it passively collects canned dog food, from what I was told. And I really hope to get that, but I haven't had much luck. I haven't had much luck at all. It is what it is, I guess. Alright, let's see these daily challenges here. See if there's anything that we have to do. We have to do primal cuts, so let's go ahead. We're going to re-roll this Expeditions, the most sensational game. You guys have seen me make a video on that before. It'll just extend this video, so we're going to go ahead and re-roll this here. We're going to do something else. Daily operation, we're going to re-roll that one too. That's going to be embarrassing. Destroy robots with an energy weapon. That sounds a little bit more down my alley there. Let's go ahead and we're going to track these bad boys. So we are going to wait for primal cuts to pop up. But for the meantime, let's go ahead and we are going to go to our camp. Probably going to have to stay on this public server, which is fine. I don't mind doing that, but I find myself when I make videos for folks, I want mobs to be where they're at and items to be where they're at, so it's a little easier for me on private servers, but we gotta do primal cuts as well. All right, let's take a look here. Now that we're back at our camp, there is some things that we can do here. Craft bulk steel 1. So again, craft bulk steel, the only way to do that is at the tinker's workbench, okay? And you must have steel scrap in your stash or scrap box. Let's go to our tinker's workbench here. Let's go ahead and go craft. Let's go down here to bulk, down here to the X section. Bulk steel, so as long as you have 2 plastic and 30 steel scrap, you can bulk 1 steel. Let's go ahead and do that. There you go. Craft bulk steel 1 for 1 done. Now, if you are a person who are brand new to the game, you don't have 30 steel to bulk steel, okay? So you'd find steel everywhere in the game. You can find steel by picking up weapons from enemies, armor from enemies, and then scrapping it. And then you can get some steel that way. Tin cans are a great source of steel. And you'll find tin can chimes, quite a few of them. You guys have seen me do it many times down here at Camden Park. And there's a place right up here in near the border here between these two areas. It's called Eastern Regional Penitentiary. There's all kinds of can chimes in there as well. Of course, you're going to find enemies, but tin can chimes will give you one tin can will give you 2 steel and 1 lead. So can chimes is a real good one. All right, just to kind of give you guys some options there. All right, let's see what's next here. Craft ballistic ammo 25. So again, sometimes we come across the daily weekly challenge where we have to collect ballistic ammo, but this one here actually says craft ballistic ammo, which means we have to craft it at a tinkerer's workbench and at a tune of 25 of them. Back out here. All right, so here's our tinker's workbench here. Let's go ahead and go craft. All right, so we have ammo right here. This is the ballistic ammo section, just to give you guys an example. We will craft some 5.56 because that's the weapon that I'm using right now. So as you can see, for 20 5.56, 4 gunpowder, 6 lead, 12 steel. Now, if you are legitimately looking to craft ammo, okay, there's a couple perk cards that will help you out. One such perk card is here under agility. It is called Ammo Smith. Now, it's only a 2-star max. Produce 80% more rounds with crafting ammunition. Now, even if you have the level 1, the 1-star, that's still worth its while to have. Okay, because you will get more bang for your buck, right? And another thing, now this one here comes a little bit later on. It is under luck. It is called Super Duper. This comes a little bit later on. I can't remember exactly what level it is I actually got this bad boy at. But even if you have level 1 or level 2, that, you know, by all means use them, right? It just gives you a chance. So when crafting anything, there's a 30% chance you'll get double results. This one here just happens to be a 3-star, so we're going to equip that guy too. All right, let's go back to our tinker's workbench. We're going to go craft. We get some scorched coming in our area, but hopefully our ally will help us out there. Here's our ballistic ammo. So as you can see, when we go down the list, 5.56, instead of 20, we have 36 now. But what Ammo Smith does, it gives us more ammo, but the same amount of requirements. So that's pretty cool. 4 gunpowder, 6 lead, 12 steel. So let's go ahead. We're going to craft just 1. There we go. Craft ballistic ammo 25 for 25 done. Now this time you didn't hear Super Duper kick in, and again we only have a 30% chance that it will work. But just an FYI, sometimes Super Duper will work and sometimes not. Alright, let's go ahead. We're going to put our perk cards back before we forget, because you guys know I have sometimes have a little bit of an issue with that. Alright, there we go. And I don't know if they destroyed anything in the game. It doesn't sound like it there, but everything looks like it's intact. Alright, and there's our little scorched friend who passed away there. Suddenly. What's next here, Chip? Ah, my lord. Alright, okay, so we see on the screen there, Primal Cuts has just popped up on the screen. Let's go ahead and we're going to join that event. Now, Primal Cuts will happen in various areas in the Wasteland. It will move around a little bit, but the area that it will show up in, all right, this is where it's going to be every time. So sometimes when you come here, you'll notice people will have their survival tents around, right? So just an FYI. Now, this is a little bit harder of an area. You will come across harder enemies, higher level enemies, so just an FYI. Let's take a look at again. There's no other primal cuts that are popping up. And we are here by ourselves, so I'd rather just wait till somebody else pops in. We do have 3 minutes left before... Oh, there's somebody else here. Okay. 160. All right, I got... oh, get up on here. Let's get something to drink here. Yeah, black water brew, that'll work. Tough shell meat. Death claw steak. And then we'll get some drinks. There we go. Here, I'll move over here so you can have a little bit of room there. Alright, so we do have some people here, so that's good. It's counting down. Nice. Let's open up a lunchbox for our comrades here. It's going to help us out. And a scout's banner. There we go. Nice. Awesome. This is a higher level area, we'll get a little bit higher XP and more enemies, so everyone will be able to get at least, land a bullet on each enemy, hopefully, and get some good XP, so that's pretty good. All right, so we were here just yesterday, and I think there was only like 2 of us for the longest time, and then other people showed up. But we were kind of completing this area here. I find a lot of fog crawlers will show up, which are pretty good to see. They have like a lot of fiber optics on them. And the enemy at the end of this one is usually one of those giant behemoths. That's how you pronounce it. It looks like a giant super mutant. I'm probably not even... probably not saying it right, but I'm sure you guys know what I mean. Big, giant, super mutant looking guys. Alright, good stuff. Let's get this party started here. They're locked and loaded. Get some ammo, and they get a Gauss minigun on them. Oh, we get some creatures coming off the distance here. So this one here will be a little bit longer than the usual Graham's meat cook. These guys will kind of show up eventually. Claw Hunter over there, or Mirelurk Hunter, I should say. Death Claw Hunter. Okay, Jim. Just working the night shift here. I got 2 more nights to go, and I'm just kind of getting up halfway through my sleep just to kind of make this video, so I can help out my friends here. Legendary Stingwing over there. Get a few shots on him. Got level up, baby. Look at that. Tell you, this automatic handmade, it's really proved himself to be very useful this past week. So sometimes they will come from this area, but mostly from this area here. All right. Killed Mirelurk 5. Very good. So Mirelurk showing up to the party here. Mirelurk 5 for 5 done. We'll still go through the paces of that, okay? But you will, sometimes when you do these events, you will come across enemies that are involved in your daily, weekly challenges, and you get check marked for them, so that's fine. But for the sake of the video, I'm still going to... Oh, there's our boy there. Ow. Oh. I'm having a hard time with this guy here. I don't even know where he came from. He's just like kind of spawning and not spawning. It's so odd. Now, every time you're done primal cuts, be on the lookout because there's always some enemies that are still kind of around. I don't even know where that guy, Okay. Let's see what we got here. Junkies, Electro Enforcer. Okay. Yeah, we'll grab that, I guess. Maybe I can do something with that at some point. Grab some necessary rounds that we need. Again, don't forget your fiber optics. Okay, again, especially against those fog crawlers. Okay, see what we got here. Rat scorpion stingers are good for nuclear waste. Get all kinds of meat here, that's for sure. Stingwing barbs, they get acid in them. That's pretty good for that. And then we get this antiseptic. Uh-oh. Alright. Let's take a look at the dailies because we do have a lot of meat here. Nothing involving meat. Oh. Alright, so there we did. We completed the event Primal Cuts 1 for 1. Done, just like that. Alright, let's go over here and we'll try to collect from over here. That's my son playing around with games there. Fiber optics over here, good stuff. Yeah, we did fairly good from where we were located. Got this antiseptic, so we have it. Barb. That's, oh, Rab Scorpion Stinger, good stuff. Yeah, that's a lot of meat. That is a lot of meat, man. All right. Good stuff. All right, let's head back to our camp. I don't think there's a lot of fog crawlers that come here. It's pretty good. Pretty cool. All right, let's head back to our camp. And actually, before we do that, let's... yeah, we're not going to bother doing that. We'll go to the next daily. Here's what we'll do. And again, I forgot to mention, so excited there. Double score weekend. Double score weekend, baby. So... if you do have any of the score boosters, now's a good time. 25% chance boost for 24 hours, okay? Some folks are telling me in the comments that they're finally made it to rank 150, and that is totally awesome. I'm a little bit lagging behind myself, and if you don't have any score boosters on you, you can buy them in the Atomic Shop. Now, I don't know anyone who ever does this, but I'm just saying it just to show you that they're available. If you don't have any, you can buy them in the Atomic Shop, okay? If you do have extra atoms and you're looking to finish up the scoreboard. Okay, so just an FYI, you don't have to do that, but I'm just letting you know. All right, so let's go ahead here. We will show you kill a Mirelurk 5 for 5. We'll still go through that because not everyone's going to do events like this. Not every Primal Cuts is going to have Mirelurks show up, okay? So you will find Mirelurks. Probably one of the best spots right now is right here at Ohio River Adventures. You'll find about 5 or 6 grown Mirelurks, and then if you interact with the eggs, the little Mirelurk babies, hatchlings will pop out, and they also count as Mirelurks. They will also count for your daily, weekly challenges. And the other good spot is up here at the Toxic Dried Lake Bed. You can find anywhere from 5 to 6 Mirelurks up here as well. You will come across an older video of mine where I bring you here to Summersville, the house on the right-hand side, but everyone knows now that that video... not really useful as of right now because they did change that area in June of 2023 where that house used to be full of Mirelurks. But now there's about 4 or 5 ghouls there, which is a little unfortunate. That Summersville was really one of the best go-to spots for folks with Mirelurks, that's a little unfortunate that that happened. But I keep the video around just in case they do change it back, because a lot of people were kind of upset about it. So let's go ahead here, and we're going to go after some Mirelurks just to kind of show you. We'll go up here, the Toxic Dried Lake Bed. And I'm not going to kill them. I'm just going to kind of show you because how I am on a public server. Just kind of want to be respectful to other people who are kind of maybe looking for them. All right. So as you can see, so there's our 2 Mirelurks there. Maybe we have a 3rd guy over there, as we can see. Let's go over here. Try to make it not known that we are here, okay? And I just don't want to kill them just in case someone on the server is looking for them, okay? There's going to be several Mirelurks around here. So there's 1 guy right there. So that's 3. That's 4. And there's usually a 5th one right there. And there's usually a 6th one just on the other side of the building. So just an FYI, there's some fine 5 Mirelurks there at least. One of you guys can come up here. And of course, you come up here, you're on a public server. Somebody may have already killed them, so you may have to server hop or go down to Ohio River Adventures is another option for you guys as well. All right? All right, what's next here, Jim? Scrap Headwear 1. So again, we can find Headwear all around the wasteland for free. We can craft our own Headwear at a armorer's workbench if we so wish. I'm going to show you a couple good spots where you can find some Headwear, some free Headwear. One of the best spots is right here at Tyler County Fairgrounds. You make your way up that ridge, okay? And right around this area here is like a Alice in Wonderland kind of Easter egg table place setting. And you'll find at least 5 pieces of free Headwear up in that area, okay? Another great spot for Headwear is right down here at the Pleasant Valley Ski Resorts. And you'll find all kinds of red knit hats around. And you'll see them on the Scorch's Head that's kind of patrolling the area. And these hats will be just kind of laying around. And that is another great spot for some Headwear. You can just grab one of those and scrap it, okay? Where I'm going to take you here today is the one right up here at Tyler County Fairgrounds, more so because there's not a whole lot of enemies around. It's going to take us a few minutes to get up the hill, of course, but because it's an unmarked location. Now, many of you who've been playing the game probably know where I'm talking about, but for the newer folks, might not. So we're going to head to the east section as soon as you spawn in, and we're just going to keep running this way. Now, it's okay if you're running out of AP, just kind of slow down, let your character get their AP back, if you so wish. Or you can take a couple canned coffee, whatever you want to do. We're going to head up this rock face here. Now, this has been here as long as I can remember. It's probably one of the original parts of the game. I forget who it was back in the day that found it, but I don't even know if they even make videos anymore, but... Alright, we're just going to head up here, just like this. You'll see this rock formation on the right-hand side. It's kind of tucked right in here. Alright, so there's our little place setting. It has a bunch of balloons. It's a pretty good spot. Pretty good spot. And as you can see, there's a bunch of game boards here. There's a witch hat. There's a chef hat. There's a black cowboy hat. There's another black cowboy hat. Pretty awesome. We have a bowler hat. All right, so great spot. We're going to actually take this bowler hat here. All right. We're going to go head back to our camp. We're going to scrap it. And you guys can do the same thing if you so wish. Or if you're looking for the easy way out, you can always craft a piece of Headwear at your armor workbench. And we'll show you that here while we are here at our camp. Just to give you guys as many ideas as I can. There are some people that like to play the game, and some people like to kind of make it fast, quick, and easy, right? So on your armored workbench, you just go craft. Right? And you go Headwear right here, and this will bring up all the Headwear that you have learned over the years from different plans, from certain events, okay? You can just craft one of them and then scrap them, all right? We're going to go ahead, we're going to scrap that bowler that we just got here. Done, just like that. Scrap Headwear 1 for 1. Pretty easy. What's next here, Jim? All right. Let's go ahead. We're going to destroy robots with an energy weapon 5. Now, he showed me re-rolling this one a couple times at the beginning of the video, and then it has become an epic. At any time you have an epic that you re-roll for, which is totally random, by the way. I know I get questions all the time. Why is some epic and why are not? They're just random. I don't know what's popping up. It just pops up as an epic, and you get more score for it, okay, as you can see there, which is pretty awesome, okay? Destroy robots with an energy weapon 5. So again, we do need an energy weapon. Let's go to our weapons workbench just to kind of give you guys some good examples of energy weapons you guys can use. All right, so these are some energy weapons that you guys can use here. Some examples here. Probably one of the most popular ones is these short laser pistols. If you're not an energy weapon user, you'll come across some Blood Eagles that'll have these, and even Super Mutants that will have these. Okay, so you can just pick it up, and you can just use it to kill some robots a few times if you so wish. Okay, and the plasma pistols, you'll see Blood Eagles use these from time to time. Okay, so again, you can just pick it up, use it for a short little bit, and do it that way, just in case you're new player to the game and you don't have any energy weapons on you. Okay, all right, let's back out here. Let's go ahead to our stash box here, and let's see what I got for some energy weapons that we can use. I am an automatic build right now, and we're going to use an energy weapon. Let's go ahead. We're going to use this anti-armor enclave plasma rifle. Just don't forget the ammo there, Jim, old pal. Of course, it takes these bad boys down here. How many do we need here, Jim? We shouldn't need that many. Let's take 100 with us. Right, there we go. Right, so let's go back and forth. We're going to switch back and forth between those guys there. There we go. All right, so kill a robot. Let's go ahead. We're going to go to our little friend Adelaide here, and we're going to interact with her. She's going to give us a little buff. All right. Yeah, teach me something about whatever it is.
To help you thrive in your next human-on-robot encounter. I can't speak for everyone, but I know a lot of robots are especially sensitive at the joints. Deliver some red-hot lead, and I'm sure they'll be falling all over themselves to get to you.
Thanks, Adelaide. Awesome. Talk to you later, dear.
Don't miss me too much.
He's quite subtle. Okay, let's check our stats here. Let's see what she did for us there. I don't know if it'll pop up here or not. Yeah, right there. So human/robot interfacing. See at the top there, 59 minutes. Take 25% damage, less damage from robots, and do 50% more damage against robots. Okay, so that's the little buff that she gives you, which is pretty cool. All right, so we got our energy weapon. We're going to go after some robots here. Okay, so again, it doesn't really specify what type of robot, which is pretty good. Okay, so that's, wide open. So here at Clarksburg, we have the upper section of Clarksburg, which will be full of some robots up here. Okay, you will come across an older video of mine where we go to Vault 76, and just to the west, that you'll see those upper lower parking lots. There used to be 10 Liberators there, but they had changed that last year in 2023. So now there's weakened ghouls there, okay? And that's probably one of the worst things they ever did. And unfortunately, don't bother with that video of mine. I keep it around just in case they change it back, because they have done some stuff in the past that a lot of people aren't happy with, including myself. Right down here at Charleston Train Yard, you'll find maybe 10 Liberators here. Maybe 10. Okay, so that's a pretty good spot there as well. And we'll find some good amount of robots right around Beckley and the Beckley Mine Exhibit. All right. Where we're going to take you here today is actually up here in Clarksburg. Let's pop up here, right here where my old camp used to be. Those of you who remember, it used to be just down the road. Now the lower section will be full of ghouls, but the upper section will be full of robots, different types. Let's pop up here. Now, if you are looking for robots as well, it's not just the the usual robots that we find. Turrets will count as robots as well, believe it or not, turrets. And sometimes when you spawn in or you go to places, you see those 3 vertibirds flying around with that little cargo vertibird. they are considered robots as well. So if you shoot them down, that will be considered a robot. All right. So just an FYI. All right, let's pop in here. Looks like someone's already kind of been here. All right, so we do have some robots around. Good stuff. And the only reason why I say it is we are on a server with other folks. Hit him right in the old thruster. We get these iBots again. As you can see how it is counting. One thing good about robots is they have a lot of good stuff on them. They have steel scrap, aluminum, lead, great spots. Great stuff to have on. Yeah, someone has already been here. Kill a Feral Ghoul, okay. Now hopefully we get the last guy. But as you can see, this is what happens when you're on public servers with other people. Okay, you're in competition with those other people. Look at that baby right there. And so, you know, sometimes I feel the frustration that people have in the comments sometimes, and I can tell that they're brand new to the game. They pretend that they're not, but I could tell that they are, just the way that they're talking. And I know it can be frustrating sometimes, but you just got to be very patient, guys. Like be very patient. You have the server hop sometimes, and those of you who are not used to playing the game, you're thinking, why do I have the server hop? That makes no sense, and I agree with you totally. But it's just part of the game, right? Unless you're on a server long enough and there's a cooldown, okay, like 30 minutes usually. But again, that takes a lot of patience, all right? All right, so there we go. What's next here, Jim? Let's switch back here. Kill a Feral Ghoul 10. So again, we're in a pretty good spot for some Feral Ghouls. I just don't think we're going to find 10 of them, okay? But we'll try our best. But there's many great spots for Feral Ghouls in around the wasteland. Let's pop up here. We're a little bit out of the way. Alright, so kill a Feral Ghoul 10. So you guys have seen me go around the wasteland. One such spot is where we're at Clarksburg, but the lower section of Clarksburg. And then Clarksburg Shooting Club, 50-50 chance we'll come across some Feral Ghouls there as well, but all depends on the server that you're on, okay? Find some Feral Ghouls in around the forest region. Right down here at Alpine River Cabins is a pretty good little spot. Right around Morgantown, you'll come across little patches of Feral Ghouls. I would say every block, there'll be about a patch of 4 to 6 Feral Ghouls down here. Now, someone did mention in the last, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, and they said that they had all iBots here. And then one of my other subscribers who have been with me for a very, very long time had said something else where they went to an area where they know that they've had the same enemies there all the time, but they had different enemies. So I don't know what's going on with the game. That they could be changing the game, who knows? But it's kind of unfortunate that they kind of do that stuff. Feral Ghouls, you'll find Feral Ghouls right down here in Lewisburg. You used to be able to find 10 here, no problem, but I'm lucky to find 7 down here lately, okay? So, and then the Tarleton Capitol building, of course, all kinds of Feral Ghouls inside that building, so just an FYI. Actually, what we'll do is we'll actually go down here to Morgantown, and we'll travel here, right here to the Morgantown High School, just because I'm kind of curious, especially how I'm on, usually I'm on a private server. I'm on a public server here now, and we're going to try it out. Now, the high school itself will have Scorched around it, yeah. But we'll find these little patches of Feral Ghouls in around. So I don't know if maybe they ran into a... that person had run... I wonder what's going on here. Oh, they weren't registered. That's weird, eh? Scorch attacking us at the same time. Someone's getting a little upset. One thing good about ghouls is ghouls will also usually have Rat Away and Rat X on them, okay? as well as gold-plated lighters or silver-plated lighters or spoons or knives or forks kind of thing. So they're a good source for gold and silver as well. All right, so there's a little patch of ghouls. So I don't know if that person maybe ran into maybe a horde of robots, maybe that just happens to be going through here. But we'll definitely, I'll definitely keep checking it out. But that was kind of unfortunate for them that that happened to them. I was like totally shocked. I even looked it up a little bit, see if people on Reddit, see if people were seeing the same thing kind of deal. Because you just never know with this game. Look at that. We do have ghouls here in this little section here anyway. Just Morgantown's one of the biggest cities here in the wasteland. And you'll find these little patches like every block, as I mentioned. All right, there we go. We got some ghouls here today, so yeah, rock and roll. It's always good to check this stuff out, and it's good for me to get feedback from folks because, you know, every server is different, as I say all the time. So, all right, so there we go. What's next here, Jim? Okay, we have collect brain fungus 5. So many great spots for brain fungus, usually in around underground caverns and such. You will find a pretty good spot right here. It's a free fast travel right here at the Rusty Pick. And you'll find at least 5 patches of brain fungus right here. So that is a very, very good spot for brain fungus. Okay. You will find brain fungus in around the mire area, like in around the streams and stuff like that. Not all the time, but sometimes. Especially up here in this region here, you'll find some brain fungus just kind of growing out in the open kind of deal, which is pretty cool. Another really good spot for brain fungus, I would say probably one of the best spots as compared to the Wendigo Cave that we have here in the game, is right here at the abandoned waste dump. So let's pop over here today. The Wendigo Cave is a little bit higher level area. There's a lot of enemies there, so that's why I don't usually bring people there with the Wendigo Cave, but I'll bring people here because there's just usually a couple of death claws, and you can sneak by them if you so wish. All right. Alright, so we're actually going to go right inside the, what does this guy have on him? We're actually going to go inside the cavern here, and as we know, there's at least 2 death claws inside. Sometimes 3, you guys have seen me make a video, and sometimes there's 3 death claws in here. But we're not really here for the death claws, we're just here for the brain fungus. Now, brain fungus is a floral, and there's a perk card that'll help us out with that. It is under perception. So basically, green thumb reap twice as much when harvesting flora. Okay, so instead of 1, you pick up 2. Now, you guys hear me talk about difference between green thumb and under luck, there's a perk card called woodchuck. For some reason, woodchuck, like when you collect using woodchuck, it doesn't count as multiples. It only counts as 1. But I find green thumb does count towards the dailies as multiples. Okay. Oh, there's our boy there. And what is wrong with him? He is, let's see, slow motion. What is going on there? That's weird. Whatever, man. Alright, so we get some brain fungus here, so watch what happens when I pick one up. 2 brain fungus added and collect 2 brain fungus. Okay, so for some reason, that perk card, Green Thumb, really helps you out, not only for picking stuff up, but it helps you with the daily, weekly challenges as compared to Woodchuck, which does not help you out. And I don't know why that is such a difference, but I just wanted to let you guys know, if you come across that perk card, Green Thumb, even if you're a carnivore like myself, it is so useful to have when you're doing daily, weekly challenges. For me, it's more of a time saver, all right, than more than anything, all right? So there's, so we picked up 2 there. What did this guy have on him? All right, interesting. We're going to pop up here. We don't need that many. You only need about 3 patches of these brain fungus in order to get this daily done. The patch here. And it's always good to kind of take a look around the wall too, because sometimes there'll be 2 patches, but it only looks like 1. All right, so just an FYI. Let's see if I can, I think there's one of those down here. We got the guy that's usually roaming around, and there's another Deathclaw that's kind of sleeping. I think that's on the other side. So there's another little patch here. There we go. Like brain fungus, 5 for 5. We got 6 of them, and as you can see, that there's all kinds of brain fungus here. Like it's, you just got to kill that other guy down the road there, down there. He's kind of sleeping right now, but there's lots of brain fungus here. you check these little nooks and crannies and stuff like that. So just an FYI, great spot for some brain fungus. All right, let's get out of here. If I can get up here. There we go. I think we are done. Let's take a look here. We are just like that, guys. Again, double score weekend. Now's the time to gain some traction on the Season 16 Season Pass system, okay? Use your score boosters if you got them. All right, just an FYI. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Did a couple events there. Did a little bit of learning. Pretty awesome. There you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Boogaloo Bronson, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Starwin 138, Robco. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.